Should you go to the car rental place instead of using your own vehicle? It's your boy J God. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Red button on the right side. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Why are we here? For people that do gig work, should you use the car rental places to do your gig work instead of your own vehicle? I think you should use your own vehicle, but I'm going to give some positive and give some negative on why you should or should not use a car rental place to rent their cars to do your gig work. A positive would be you don't got to deal with the maintenance. All you really got to do is pay for the gas, but there's a lot of times when car rental places will let you slide if you was to bring the car empty. Sometimes do what you may with that, but you don't really have to pay for maintenance on these vehicles. That's one positive. Another positive would be you're not using your car, so you get to keep your car running, especially if you got like a car that you just bought and you don't really want to drive that vehicle that much. But with the rental car, you can just use that, drive that to the ground, and just do the gig work and make some decent money. You can make some decent money. If you're a grinder and you go on grind, you can make some decent money. Negatives. Negatives. One negative, be careful. Be careful. And I say that as a negative because when you rent a car, someone that actually worked for a car rental place a couple years ago, when you're renting a car and it was saying your bank that it took out the money, but it really didn't. I suggest having another bank account, put the money in there on a bank account you're not going to touch to pay for that specific rental car. But if you don't do that, you thinking that the money's already getting taken out, the money being taken out when it's really not. Now, without your knowledge, you stuck with an 8-week bill of $2,400, and you might want to rent the car again. But you can't do that because you have to pay the $2,400 that you think that you already paid. But technically you didn't. That's one negative. Be careful. Another negative on renting cars would be it does cost a lot of money, man. It does. It's in the 300s. So if you're gonna go out there and you can somehow make 1,500, 1,800, 1,200 a week, then cool. But you do have them slowdown periods. Usually in the summertime, usually Monday and like Tuesday is not the best day to dash or the best day to the Uber Eats and Instacart and stuff like that. So it's like you're banking on a chance of getting money, which can work or not work in your favor. And there's other negatives and there's other positives that are for car rentals. And for me, I personally think you should use your own car. Get you a beater and just drive that around and do your gig work there. But I wouldn't say that renting a car is a bad idea if you're a hustler, if you're a grinder, and you just want to use that car just to make money. Now, another negative, and it's a big negative. A lot of people use rental cars for gig work. So it might take you a while to get that car. Now, let's say you do what you gotta do. You do the online and you pick the car that you want and you go there and you call and you about to go there. A lot of times the car rental place would be we won't have the car. It's still rented out for the next person because a lot of people, even though it's for 8 weeks, they'll bring the car back just to get another eight, pay the balance, and then rent it out for another 8 weeks, and probably keep the cycle going and going. So there's less cars. So that's another negative. Positive, another positive. You can put it. Of course, you can put the like the you can make it work on your taxes. So like cool. Unless if it's some reason or another you made, well, you can make more money, but if it's like, because in taxes they also count your phone. So if you use your phone about 40 or 60%, let's say some reason or another you make $12,000, and let's say out of expenses with insurance, your phone, and stuff like that, some reason or another, like everyday stuff that you pay for, it goes up to 13,000, and you do that for 3 straight years. You're not going to get the tax credit anymore. It's going to be counted as a hobby. So be careful with that too. But like anybody that's gonna do it, get their car for a car rental place. Be patient, even though you want the car and all that you gotta be patient. Also, be careful in the road. Also, amen, just put your money on another account to pay for that vehicle that you're renting out. Because you don't want to look at the balance and be like, well, the $315 has been taken out already. I could spurge a little bit, and then you in debt for $2,400, 24, 25, $2,600, and you can't rent the car, and it ruins your process of getting more money in the gig economy. So that's a few positive and a few negatives about it if you're gonna rent a vehicle to drive for gig work. Now, whatever your decision is for 2026, man, Make your next move your best move. And I think you guys are going to do fine. I think you guys are going to make the right decision if you're going to, in 2026, if you're going to rent your cars or not. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad idea because you could potentially make money if you grind it. You can make a 200, 300 day in multiple gig work a day, especially on the weekend. Let's say you get a 300, and some reason on a Sunday you get like another 300. That's 900. You just paid that first week, just that weekend alone or whatever, and the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is just extra money. But it is what it is, and whatever your decision is, long as you can live with the decision, that's okay by your standards. Hey man, do what you're gonna do. But it's your boy J God. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Red button on the right side. And my closing statement. Let's own something.